second half of the 2022 season live in Gearing, and although the first half It's the beginning of the second half of the 2022 season live in Gearing, and although the first half champion Pioneers don't have all that much to play for, the vibes are immaculate, and it's time for baseball as KNEB presents Western Nebraska Pioneers baseball. It's the 17-10 Western Nebraska Pioneers against the 17-10 North Platte Plainsmen in the first of a 4-game weekend set from Morgan Trail Park Stadium here in Gearing, Nebraska. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Oregon Trail Park Stadium, live from the Logos broadcast booth. Jake Circus with you, voice of the Pios. Glad you're spending your Thursday night with us here on KNEB. The Pios took the first half division crown with a win in Hastings on Tuesday night to clinch their ticket to the postseason as well as home field advantage in the first round. Tonight, a familiar foe make their way to Gearing, the North Platte Plainsmen, for the 8th time this year for a 4-game weekend set. These teams have already played 7 times this year, with the Pios taking 4 of those 7. 6 of those 7 have been decided by 3 or less runs. We're just about to get started from Oregon Trail Park Stadium. Once again, welcome live on KNEB. Jake Circus with you this evening. On the mound for the Pios, it's going to be Ryan Garvey, the right-hander from West Valley Junior College, making his first start of the season. And he'll face Bryce Zimmer, Cade Wood, Giancarlo Servine, Oscar Stark, Connor Higgs, Angel De La Cruz, Nate Windle, Jalen Ruffin, and Garrett Thompson. So Zimmer will step in 23 games this year, a .310 average and a .381 on-base percentage, and he'll face the big righty from Northern California, Ryan Garvey. So Garvey's ready. Zimmer is ready. Let's do it from Oregon Trail Park Stadium for the 8th time. It's the Plainsmen and the Pios. First pitch is a ball low, and we are underway to Zimmer with 12 runs batted in this season. Also has walked 8 times, a .381 on base. Pios are in their KU blue and red unis, with the Plainsmen wearing their black with green lettering. 1-0 from Garvey to the lefty Zimmer, and it comes and it's skied foul the other way, 1-1. Garvey has thrown 6 2/3 this season, an 8.10 ERA, 10 strikeouts and 6 walks. Zimmer 5 for 22 versus the Pios this season as he awaits the 1-1 from Garvey. Infield playing normal depth. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Garvey climbed the ladder. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garvey all fastballs so far to the lefty Zimmer. Wherever you may be, however you may be listening, thank you for joining us this evening. It's a beautiful night in Gearing with rain potentially on the horizon. Garvey taking his time. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball way at too high, 2-2. If you hear a voice in the background, that's John Willis, the North Platte Plainsman radio broadcaster. We are sharing a booth tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. First batter of the game, just getting started. And the 2-2. Garvey kicks and deals. Line drive down the left field line, slicing, just foul. And we'll do a 2-2 pitch once again. In the field for the Pios, Adam Enyard is in left, Jason Luke in center, PK Walsh in right. Going left to right in the infield, Stevie Hom, Antonio Nunez, Jackson Wall, Tommy Eisenstadt, and then catching Ryan Garvey tonight is going to be Connor Dowdy. We don't know how long Garvey is going to last, but he should be going for at least 70 to 80 pitches tonight. It's going to be a 2-2. Garvey taking a while to figure himself out. Here's a 2-2. Inside. Almost caught the foot of Bryce Zimmer, and the count will run full to the leadoff man. Garvey's first start of the summer. If you are joining us on KNEB, we had some technical difficulties that are now fixed. So welcome in. 3-2 count from Garvey to leadoff man Zimmer. It is skied way high in center field. Jason Luke coming on, and also Jackson Wall, who gives way and makes the catch. One pitch. Or Garvey gets one pitch to get out of it. So Zimmer does his job by seeing the pitches, but Garvey induces a soft pop-up. It's a P4 to get us started. Here comes Cade Wood, the speedster second baseman. Wood from Ranger Junior College by way of Atlanta, Texas, a sophomore who is 5 for 23 versus the Pios this season and a 250 average the whole season. First pitch, Garvey, righty to righty, is a slider that sweeps away, 1-0. This Plainsmen team, their specialty is running the bases, as Zimmer has 16 bags, Wood with 6, Servine with 6, Stark with 4, Higgs with 5, Windle with 8, Ruffin with 6, and then Thompson with 8. That's just the guys in the lineup tonight. Here comes the 1-0 from Garvey. It's a off speed that misses away to Cade Wood, playing second base tonight. 307 on base. Garvey has pitched twice versus North Platte this season. It's a tale of 2 outings, both at Billwood Field. 2 innings, 3 earned runs in one of them, and then a scoreless 7th inning on June 4th as he falls behind 3-0 to Cade Wood. You are just joining us on KNEB. We had some technical difficulties during our pregame show, but we are back. Jake Circus with you this evening. Glad you're with us, wherever you may be and however you may be listening. Pios and Plainsmen for the 8th time this year, opening up a 4-game set here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. A doubleheader tomorrow and then one more on Sunday afternoon. Garvey to Cade Wood, 3-0. Here it comes. It's in there for a strike. Fastball caught the inside corner. This Plainsman lineup that Eric Sandoz, who is the acting manager as J.M. Kelly, is staying behind in North Platte this series. Overall, it's just 5 hits from Zimmer and 5 hits from Wood, and then no one else has really done much damage against the Pioneers this season in 7 games. 3-1 from Garvey. It swung on and fouled right back towards the screen, 3-2. Back-to-back full counts for Garvey. Crowd still filing in here at Oregon Trail Park. 3 balls, 2 strikes from the big righty, who deals to Cade Wood, and it's on its way. He chases ball 4 and sends it out of play. Garvey attacking with the fastball early on. Pios are division champions, as they won their 1-game series in Hastings the other night. We begin the second half of the season. Garvey kicks and deals a 3-2. It is slashed in the air towards right field. P.K. Walsh is right there, 2 away. So Garvey using up a pitch count this inning, but has induced 2 soft flyouts. 1 to shallow center field and 1 to right field. A little bit of a different lineup as the normal everyday starters getting some rest for what feels like the first time all year. Jace Jeremiah, Eric Smelko, Isaac Lopez, Alex Zerfis. The big man, Servine, steps in. Texas A&M Kingsville. It's where J.M. Kelly spends his time in the spring. Servine this season, a 380 average, a 459 OBP, and is slugging .676. As Garvey deals to him, it's a breaking ball. It just misses the inside corner, 1-0. But Servine in 12 at-bats against the Pios, a couple of games, is just 2 for 12. He was held 1 for 8 in the 3-game series a couple of weeks ago in North Platte, the second series. And then a one-off the other night that North Platte took 3-2. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch from Garvey is behind Giancarlo Servine. Tried to snap the breaking ball off, and Garvey, it's just been the fastball mostly, trying to throw that breaking ball, and hasn't really been there. Beautiful night with some rain potentially in the horizon, as the Pios and the Plainsmen open up a 4-game set. Final time they'll play this season in the regular season. Garvey, the long set, kicks and deals the 2-0. And Servine takes low. Moving it to 3-0. So another 3-ball count for Ryan Garvey. Serving on a 5-game hitting streak. He has 4 bombs on this season. That's where the 670 slick slugging percentage comes from.
Low pitch misses. It's now 3 balls and no strikes from Garvey.
Interesting weekend for the Pios. These teams will not play on Saturday, as the Pios will welcome the U.S. military all-star team into Gearing on Saturday afternoon. 3-0, breaking ball. There's a strike. Servine was a couple of steps towards first base.
So again, Garvey gets behind the plate. He finds a pitch on the inner half of the plate similar to the pitch we saw to Kate Wood in that 3-0 count.
So Garvey throws a 3-0 breaking ball to get himself back in this count. 3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1, Garvey comes
Servine's 21st game of the season. Expected to get signed to an MLB team as he takes ball 4. It was fastball low. And the Plainsmen have a runner on with 2 outs.
their first base runner here at the top of the first. So this will bring up Oscar Stark.
They'll bring in Oscar Stark, another power hitter, on a little 3-game hitting streak of his own in his 19th game. A 405 on base percentage, slugging an impressive 508 with 3 home runs. Also has 11 walks. And another guy that can steal bases. He has 4 on the year. And the righty steps in to face Garvey. First pitch is in there.
No balls and 1 strike. To start out, Garvey to start. It's the first time that Garvey has found the strike zone in the first pitch to a batter.
So Garvey gets his first pitch strike to Oscar Stark, and is Servine dancing off first, and Garvey steps off.
He turns around and chases it back.
That's what the Plainsmen are going to do all series. They're going to dance, they're going to run. They're not scared. Continuing to try to put pressure on the opposition. That's what the Pios have started to do. Really, it's felt like since the series in North Platte. As the 0-1 pitch is sent high in the air to shallow right field. Walsh coming in down the line, and it drops at the feet of Jackson Wall and PK Walsh. So no one able to get there. It's an 0-2 count.
And Stark, the righty, coming in with Servine up first.
Servine off first base.
First after hit.
Both teams come into this one 17-10. They were tied for first place in the Nebraska Land Division at the end of the first half, but because the Pios took 4 of 6 in the first half, the Pios got the head-to-head tiebreaker.
Not a turf field here at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It is dirt.
Just getting started here at Oregon Trail. It's an 0-2 count with 2 men out. Servine, after the 2-out walk, is on first base. And an 0-2 count. Here it comes from Ryan Garvey. It's a cute foul off the back screen.
So still no balls and 2 strikes.
Garvey attacking with the fastball. He's not scared. Our Stark has seen 3 fastballs in this count. Outfield playing towards the gaps, especially Enyard and left. Garvey kicks and deals. Fastball outside, misses 1-2. Pretty good attack pitch. No reason to really try that breaking ball until he can find it. And in an 0-2 count, he throws a nice pitch that just misses the corner. 1-2. Dowdy setting up inside. Long set, and the pitch to Oscar Stark. It misses on the outside half. Gloomy clouds in the horizon. It is a beautiful night for baseball, but overcast for sure. Chance of rain, we'll see. As both these teams looking to avoid more rainouts. There's been so many of them. Servine dancing off first. This is lined into right center field. He's going to get down for a base hit. Servine got a head start. He's going to head for third. Luke Fields in the alleyway and fires to second as Oscar Stark is into second for a double.
2 runners in scoring position.
2 runners in scoring position with 2 men out. The 2-out walk and now the double the other way from Oscar Stark. Another extra base hit for him. Servine was held at third as Luke in center fired it in pretty quickly. And Garvey a chance to get out of it. He'll face Connor Higgs, who's been one of the hottest batters not only on this Plainsmen team but in the league. Went 1 for 2 the other night against the Pios to extend his hitting streak to 9 games, but he's only played 9 games, so he has a hit in every single game. 15 for 30, sitting 500 on the season. with 10 runs batted in and only 9 games. Chance for a couple of runs early on. Garvey clips the outside corner with a nice fastball 0-1. And not the batter you want to fall behind, so good for Garvey to throw one of his best pitches and fire that fastball in there while Higgs was taken. 2 away, Servine on third, Stark on second. Garvey focusing on Higgs, breaking ball in the dirt. Looks like Dowdy might have been crossed up a little bit. Thankful to keep that in front, 1-1.
Connor Higgs last Saturday was the hero for the Plainsmen.
Another guy with multiple stolen bases. He has 5 on the season as Connor Dowdy will come to the mound to chat with Ryan Garvey. So a jam-packed weekend of baseball for the Pios. They'll play 5 games in 4 days. 4 of them against the Plainsmen and then an exhibition against the U.S. Military All-Star team coming in. They faced every team this season. Well, they're going to face every team this season. We're really excited to welcome them in. There's some special stuff going on. So if you can make it out to Oregon Trail on Saturday afternoon, come on out. It'll be a good time. 1-1 pitch from Garvey. Upstairs.
Garvey just trying to find the last out here at the top of the first.
Garvey trying to buckle down here. He's had a lot of pitches this inning. Multiple full counts, multiple 3-ball counts. 14 strikes, 14 balls. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 runners in scoring position. It's righty to lefty. Garvey deals it home. It's slashed, slicing, left field. Enyard on the run. He can't get to it. It's going to one-hop the wall. That'll score both those runs as Connor Higgs heads in for second. And he does a little shimmy. It's 2-0 Plainsmen. As the lefty Higgs just slices it barely fair down the left field line. Wind's going out there, so no chance for Enyard out there and left. As back-to-back extra base hits drives in the first 2 runs of this game. Plainsmen are on the board. It's 2-0. And the 2-out walk coming back to bite Garvey when he fell behind Servine 3-0. Here's the big first baseman, Angel De La Cruz, who went 0 for 3 on Monday night against the Pios. 17 for 38 on the season in 10 games. He's been hitting. And Garvey will fire the first pitch. And he's swinging and sends it off the screen, 0-1. Angel De La Cruz, the only Plainsman in this lineup without a stolen base this year.
6 runs he's scored, 1 double he's knocked in, 5 runs. He comes in with another RBI opportunity with Connor Higgs standing at second.
Garvey not out of the woods just yet. A runner in scoring position after the double. It's Connor Higgs, who's now 16 for 31, hitting over 500 in his first 10 games. Really good start for him. No balls and a strike. The delivery and swinging, slicing, way foul. No chance for PK Walsh out there in right field. So Garvey will work ahead of De La Cruz after 2 foul balls. 1 with the fastball, 1 with the breaking ball. Garvey, a 2-pitch pitcher from West Valley Junior College, just finished his freshman season, where he didn't throw many innings, just 5. Way ahead, 0-2. And here it comes. Breaking ball through the front door. Calls strike 3. Good pitch from Ryan Garvey. He allows 2 runs. It's 2-0 after back-to-back 2-out doubles from the Plainsmen. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB. Back at Oregon Trail Park Stadium, Plainsmen jumping out to a quick 2-0 lead against Ryan Garvey, who got in some trouble with some deep counts, and a 2-out walk then allows back-to-back doubles from two scorching hot hitters. For Oscar Stark and Connor Higgs, here's a lineup brought together by Antonio Garcia. It's going to go like this. Jason Luke is going to play center and lead off. Jackson Wall, the speedy second baseman, will hit second. Connor Dowdy making his home debut with the Pios, hitting third. Cleaning up is the kid, Adam Enyart. Tommy Eisenstadt in his final game with the Pios, hitting fifth. PK Walsh, we met him in right field. He's going to hit sixth. Antonio Nunez, LT at shortstop, hitting seventh. Stevie Hom is going to play third. And Ryan Callahan, the super utility Jayhawk, will DH and hit ninth. This is the pitcher that these Pios will face, Peyton Leon, the lefty from Grayson Junior College by way of Boone, Texas. 4 outings this year. His last 2 have been starts, going 11 innings, just allowing 2 runs, 3 hits, with 8 walks, though, and 8 strikeouts. Let's see if he can come in the strike zone. And Luke swings the first pitch and sends it foul. Luke, in 13 games this season, is getting on base. 4 walks, 5 hit by pitches, a 326 OBP compared to his 184 batting average. Lefty to lefty, 0-1, misses on the outside corner, 1-1. Back-to-back fastballs from Leon.
So far for Jason Luke through 13 games, he's batting 184.
Luke got off to a really slow start with the bat, was striking out a lot and changed some stuff up. Has been hitting the ball hard recently. A sword check swing on a high fastball did not go around, 2-1. And he's been, doing his job with the sack bunts, normally hitting in the 9-hole. And he gets the call in the leadoff spot for Antonio Garcia, with Smelko getting the night off. 2-1, Luke inside, 3-1. Brushing back the Salt Lake kid, it's 3-1. And this is what we'll see from Leon expectingly, with a lot of 3-ball counts as he's tallied up the walks. That one's upstairs, a leadoff walk for Jay Lou, a bat flip. And the leadoff man is aboard. Here in the first, so that'll bring the tying run to the plate and just the bottom of the first. Just getting started too, 17-10 teams. Obviously, Pios have already clinched their playoff spot. Plainsmen looking to be really aggressive this second half and play us in a playoff series at the beginning of August. Here's Jackson Wall, the Grand Canyon Antelope, with Luke off first. Lefty to righty. It's tails away from Jackson Wall, and the count will start 1-0. Wall with 3 doubles, a triple this season in 16 games, getting on base at a 35% clip. Luke on first, and the lefty deals to Wall, who swings and misses. Healthy hack, 1-1.
So 1 ball and 1 strike here from Peyton Leon to Jackson Wall.
Now learning it's Leon. Thanks, John.
And Leon plays his college ball at Grayson Junior College.
1-1.
Stands at 6 feet. Lefty
And the pitch. It's low. 2-1 fastball.
It's 2 balls and 1 strike now here from Leon Wall.
So a way different lineup for Tony is, the 3 guys normally at the top, even actually 4, Jeremiah, Smelko, Zerfis, and Lopez. There's a strike, 2-2. Fastball got the corner. And that was a pitch that Wall certainly could have attacked. It's 2-2.
First Plainsmen leading this one 2-0. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Wall takes low, 3-2, running the count full. So a good at bat and back-to-back 3-ball counts for Peyton Leon. With Connor Dowdy lurking on deck. Leadoff man aboard due to the walk. And a 3-2 pitch from Leon. Swing and a miss, a fastball out of the zone. And Wall chases ball 4. And down on strikes, first strikeout for Leon, first out of the bottom of the first. Plainsmen lead this one 2-0. Here comes Connor Dowdy. So Connor Dowdy from Trevecca Nazarene University steps in, 1 for 3 in one game. That came on Monday against North Platte. Struck out, walked, and singled.
He steps in with 1 away. Jason Luke standing at first.
11 early pitches from Leon.
First pitch here, Peyton Leon to Connor Dowdy.
And Dowdy swings and misses at the fastball into the zone.
Dowdy, one of the newer additions to this Pioneers team.
Some reinforcements have been added for the Pioneers. A lot of exits and a lot of
Plainsmen.
entries to this team. Jackson Easterlin, Dylan Hazlitt
To close out the first half of the year.
have been added, as well as Connor Dowdy
Pick off Jason Luke. This time he's back
and
in.
Tyler Mead, a two-way player.
So still no balls and 1 strike there from Pete Leon to Connor Dowdy.
It is an 0-1 count as Leon paying close attention. Jason Luke at first base.
For Western Nebraska.
0-1.
The 0-1 pitch.
Outside, fastball got the corner 0-2. And Dowdy quickly behind.
From Pete Leon to Connor Dowdy.
First time Leon has looked comfortable.
1 game gets him out.
Back-to-back 3-ball counts, and there's 2 good fastballs to get ahead of Connor Dowdy, not looking to swing.
308.
And now trails 0-2 with 1 away. Kicks and deals, fastball upstairs, a waste pitch, 1-2.
1 and 2 strikes now for Pete Leon to Connor Dowdy.
Adam Enyart lurks on deck.
Luke stands on first after his leadoff walk. Then Jackson
Looks like a pretty dark night
struck out swinging
ahead of us.
fastball by Pete Leon. 1-2 pitch.
1-2, Dowdy takes inside.
So Connor
Leon brushed him off
2 strikes here for
with the fastball at the ankles.
Plainsmen will
Luke not really a threat to run.
in the top of the second. Nate Wendell leads things off for the Plainsmen in that second inning.
And a 2-2. Deuces to Connor Dowdy. It's 3-2. Fastball tails away.
Balls from Pete and Leon. And the count is now full here to Connor Dowdy. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes
Wind
the full count pitch here to Connor Dowdy.
blowing in towards left field
Kicks and deals, and
as Leon
that ball
will
going over to first to Chase Chase.
say hi to Jay Lou at first.
So still 3 balls and 2
Pressure's on Leon on Leon here. Another 3-ball count.
Leon comes set.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Runner takes off. Luke is picked off, and the throw to second is low, so Luke will go back to first.
The throw well beat him, so he headed back to first and Cade Wood.
So Luke, a delayed steal. Dowdy swung and
Another
missed
swing and miss strike.
on a fastball upstairs, and Luke was about halfway down to second after he noticed that Dowdy swung and missed, so Wendell spiked the throw to Cade Wood at second, and then it gave Jay Lou a chance to scurry back to first. So he'll remain there for Adam Enyart with 2 outs, back-to-back strikeouts by way of the swing and miss on full counts. 3 straight 3-ball counts. We'll see if Adam Enyart gets a little aggressive here with 2 outs. And he takes the first pitch, ball 1, low. All fastballs from Leon. Enyart roped a double. Might have been the hardest hit ball by a Pilot this season. That was on Monday in North Platte, and it just was scorched. Oh no, Enyart, there's a breaking ball, and it's in there, strike 1.
So Campbell even out 1 ball and 1 strike from Leon to Adam Enyart. Tommy Eisenstadt.
2 ribbies, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts for the 17-year-old going to St. Mary's. As a 2-way player in the fall, Leon kicks and deals, grounded to the right side, stopped by De La Cruz, who will walk to first and touch first base to retire the side. Pios get a leadoff walk, 2 straight strikeouts, and a weak ground out. Stranded where he is. After 1, it's 2-0. Plainsmen out in front and strike first. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
And Thompson.
Things for certain. This year, you're going places, and Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from a variety of coaches for large groups, youth groups, church groups, any group. With several locations in the heart of America, Adventure Bus is the convenient choice for group transportation when you travel locally or across the country. Adventure to great places.
Back at Oregon Trail Park Stadium, Jake Circus with you this evening, wherever you may be, however you may be listening. Glad to have you in for some second half baseball between the Pios and the North Platte Plainsmen, two familiar foes. This is the 8th time they faced off, and one of the only times the Plainsmen got out to an early lead. Both of these teams have played some really close games. In 7 meetings, 6 of 7 have been decided by 3 or less runs. The last 6, actually, have been decided by 3 or less runs. And then 5 of them have been decided by 2 or less runs. As Nate Windle, the catcher, steps in to face Ryan Garvey as we begin the top of the second, righty to righty. First pitch is low and gets by Connor Dowdy, 1-0 to Windle, who's catching tonight in a couple of games against the Pios. He's 4 for 11.
Garvey got the first 2 batters to fly out back in the first. But then a walk by Servine, a double by Stork, and then another double by Connor Higgs. All with
1 ball, no strikes.
Allowed the Plainsmen to score 2 back at the top of the first.
Swung on and fouled back. Garvey working the fastball early on. He got into some trouble in some deep counts to Zimmerer and Wood and Servine, and then he walked Servine with 2 outs. And then the rest is history. Back-to-back extra base hits from Stark and Higgs, 2 really hot hitters in that Plainsman lineup, looking to catch some fire headed into this second half. 1-1 from Garvey is spiked and gets by Dowdy, 2-1.
2 balls and 1 strike now here for Ryan Garvey to Nate Windle.
So 2-0 Plainsman lead, top of the second. Ryan Garvey back in his second inning of work and his first start and last start because he's headed out tonight. 2-1. Swung on in line right to shortstop, and Antonio Nunez puts it away, out number 1. So Windle swings and lines it right to shortstop. That'll bring up Jalen Ruffin in his 21st start. We did not see him on Monday. We saw him as a pinch runner later in the game.
Ruffin through 20 games is batting .237, 13 runs, 1 double, 5 RBIs.
And first pitch misses, 1-0.
1 ball and no strikes to start out Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin has also stolen 6 bags, only been caught stealing once, so another throw on the base paths.
Garvey deals the 1-0. It's a fastball that clips the corner.
1 ball and 1 strike here.
1-1. Ruffin 3 for 17 in a couple of games versus the Pios this year. A .237 average overall, but a .410 on base percentage. He's walked 14 times in 20 games. Breaking ball way too outside.
So 2 balls and 1 strike down here for Ryan Garvey to Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin defensively is in center field. He's batting for the Plainsmen here tonight.
Ruffin, the speedster center fielder with a great glove out there in the outfield. He can play left and center. Swing and a miss. Good fastball right by him. And Garvey looking to get back in this game. Pios will score as long as they keep it a little close. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch from Garvey. It's in the dirt. Garvey overthrew the fastball, and the count will run full 3-2. As the sun is setting, it's turning into a gloomy night here in Gearing. Changes the cards. Pios hit the road, and then they come back, and it's a dark night. 3-2. Ruffin swings at the fastball that was outside the zone and fouls it back. So that was ball 4, and Garvey a chance to make him pay. Another 3-2 count. Top 2, 1 away after the leadoff lineout. And Garvey working a little quicker. Here comes the full count delivery. It's low and in the dirt. Ruffin will take ball 4, and now this might take a while because you got to pay attention to him at first base. Fans, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, we are working to get the cameras a little less choppy. Our broadcast intern, Catherine, doing everything she can. We are just as frustrated as you. We're glad to have the scoreboard up and some audio, as we didn't have that at the beginning of the season. And the first pitch to Garrett Thompson is upstairs.
1 ball and no strikes to start out this at-bat. 6 batters coming in the top of the first.
Like I said, Garvey only 5 innings this year, at school. On the ground, up the middle. Nunez will tap second, throw to first. and got him. We are with one umpire tonight, a double play to end the inning. Nenez goes to second, goes to first, and a 6-3 double play. Nice athletic play from Antonio Nenez. Gets the speedy Garrett Thompson. And Ryan Garvey faces the minimum in the second. A line out, a walk, and a 6-3 double play. You are listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB. Bottom second here in Gearing. Pios and Plainsmen. Plainsmen off to a quick 2-0 lead. As Peyton Leon will face Tommy Eisenstadt, PK Walsh, and then Antonio Nenez. Lefty first pitch is in there, and Eisenstadt swings and grounded to short. Thompson over to first in time. We have one umpire tonight doing solo duty. It's Eli Cox.
Garrett Thompson was just able to throw him out from short, so a quick out number one here.
So I'll have to move around a little bit. Eisenstadt swung at the first pitch and kind of was jammed and sent it on the ground over at short. One pitch, one out for Leon, who had a pretty high pitch count in the first inning. As first pitch to PK Walsh is low.
Lefty to righty with one down, nobody on for the Pioneers.
Walsh takes low again, 2-0. Leon has been a little unable to get that fastball in there. Here's a 2-0 from Leon. Walsh takes upstairs. Quickly 3-0. As we talked about all the walks that Leon has tallied up this season, and he has gotten behind most of these Pios hitters. As back-to-back leadoff walks. Luke led off the first with a walk with stranded, and now, or as PK Walsh, with one out. As he takes 4 straight out of the zone. Couple of them high, couple of them inside. We have a special guest coming in the booth in the 5th inning. Former big leaguer, current Diamondbacks broadcaster Tom Candiotti will join us. Also the dad of Pios pitcher Casey Candiotti. He's in town this evening. And happy to welcome him into the booth for a little bit, as strike one is in there to Antonio Nenez, LT, who's 6 for 20 against the Plainsmen with a game-winning hit back on opening weekend. A 298 clip for LT this year. And it's lined the other way, down the right field line. It's a fair ball going into the corner. Running around second is Walsh, who goes to third, and he'll hold there. A double for Antonio Nenez, and he'll strip and shimmy. Pios in business here. Two runners in scoring position. And LT was just his second extra base hit of the year. Took him about 13 games to get one. And quickly getting his second. Comes at a big time here in the bottom of the second with one out. That'll bring up Stevie Hom.
steps in with one down, runners at second and third. A chance for the Pioneers to equal this one out. Here in the bottom of the second, Leon comes separate.
Lefty to righty, first pitch to Stevie Hom. Leon deals. Swinging a soft flare out towards right center field. Wood coming from second base to make the catch. Walsh is going to tag. The throw is in time. And PK Walsh gets caught trying to take home on a sac fly. A soft flare about 15 feet out towards right center field. Wood fielded from second. And we'll see. And Tony's a little upset, and he might not have been sent. But nonetheless, an inning-ending double play with 2 runners in scoring position. Pios go down, only facing 3, or only facing 4 at the end of 2. Plainsmen still out in front, 2-0. We'll be right back. It's Pios Baseball on KNEB. Top of the lineup, due out for the Plainsmen in the top of the third. Jake Circus with you on KNEB. Wherever you may be, however you may be listening. Glad to have you in. It's 2-0 Plainsmen. They got off to a quick start with back-to-back extra base hits to score Giancarlo Servine and Oscar Stark in the first. Pios had second and third last inning, an inning-ending double play, a 4-2 double play from Stevie Hom that caught PK Walsh trying to tag up from third. Seems as if we fixed our camera issue. We don't know. I think we just have the one camera going tonight. But that's better than nothing. It's first pitch to Bryce Zimmerer is skipped in the dirt at the feet. 1-0. Zimmerer flied out to shallow right field in the first. Leads the team in stolen bases. One of the league leaders in stolen bases, if I'm not mistaken. The lefty. Garvey set. He deals. Swung on and sliced foul. So we will have Tom Candiotti, as I was hinting towards. He's here to see his son. Well, Casey's not pitching tonight, but Tom's going to join us in the booth for a little bit, show us how it's done. Former knuckleballer, played for 5 or 6 different teams for 16 years. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garvey to Zimmerer, fastball misses.
Again, Zimmerer played his college ball at Butler Junior College this year. He'll be at South Dakota State next year. 2 balls and 1 strike here.
2-1. And here it comes. It's upstairs. Fastball gets away from Garvey. And another 3-ball count. That's the 5th time. So half the batters Garvey has faced, he's got into 3-ball counts. As the pitch count is definitely caught up to him. 25 strikes, 24 balls, 49 pitches. It's a 3-1. Inside, ball 4. And a leadoff walk for Zimmerer, and not the guy you want to put on. I mean, you really don't want to put any of these Plainsmen on the leadoff innings with the way they can run, but Zimmerer especially. Let's look at the league leaders in stolen bases. The league leader is Derek Wood from Laramie, Gem City. And then Bryce Zimmer right there in second with 16. Jace Jeremiah is in fifth with 11. He had a couple against Hastings. Leadoff runner is aboard. It's Zimmerer. And here comes Cade Wood. High fly ball left field. This is hit pretty deep. Enyart, as the wind will keep it in the ballpark. Enyart fires into second, one away. A high fly ball that probably gets out any other evening. The wind has calmed down a little bit, but as Trent Kiefer has said multiple times, Oregon Trail Park, where fly balls go to die.
This will bring up Giancarlo Cervini.
Looked like it might have been gone off the bat.
Scored in his first appearance back in the top of the first. Righty steps in with one away.
So Garvey takes a sigh of relief, but can't lose him because here comes Giancarlo Cervini, who walked and scored in the first, takes his licks in the third. Just 3 hits in this game, 2 for the Plainsmen in the first inning. And the Nenez double last inning for the Pios. Garvey will throw over to first. All the pitchers took BP today, and you'll never guess who threw to them. It's yours truly. Threw some pitchers BP today. Killed it. Firing in nothing but strikes. Zimmerer takes off for second. Pitches inside. Throw from Dowdy. He is in time. Got him. Connor Dowdy already the second time. He's been amazing from behind the plate. As Eli Koch, our only umpire tonight, brings him up from behind home plate. It's a really tough call to make. It looked from up here that he might have been safe, but Cox giving the Pios the benefit of the doubt there. That's just the 4th time that Zimmer has been caught stealing this year. So 2 away. No one on for Cervini. The pitch was inside, so it's 1-0. As Connor Dowdy has that cannon of an arm behind home plate. Cervini swings and sends this one out of play down the right field line. A long foul ball. 1-1 the count. Cervini still looking to extend that hitting streak to 6 games. Longest active streak on the Plainsmen. Pios had a couple hitters with pretty long hitting streaks. PK Walsh was on a 6-gamer that was snapped on Tuesday in the clinching game. Stevie Hom had a 6-gamer that was snapped on Monday. No one else really on hitting streak as Cervini sends a one-hopper to short. Nenez fields and fires to first in time. So Garvey facing the minimum in back-to-back innings after issuing walks. They end the second on a double play, and then a caught stealing of Bryce Zimmer in the third to get the second out, and Cervini retired. So Garvey faces the minimum. He's calmed down a little, starting to throw more strikes in the middle of the third. Plainsmen still out in front. 2-0. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places. Go to driveadventure.com and apply today. All drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
Bottom of the third, Pios taking their licks. It'll be Ryan Callahan, the Jayhawk, the 9-hitter, who leads off and takes ball 1 upstairs. from Peyton Leon. Still in this game, has calmed down a little bit, issued another walk in the second inning and got out of it. With a 4-2 double play. And he misses way too high. It hits the backstop on the fly, and that's hard to do. Pretty deep backstop, and ay caramba. Whoever the heck's doing music tonight. That was an ole from Peyton Leon. 2-0 to Cali. It's a lefty, just getting started in the bottom of the third, and he misses glove side outside. 3-0. Here's the lack of command. Peyton Leon at Grayson College. The Vikings did not throw at all this season, so still finding his footing in summer ball and looking to rack up some innings this season. There's a strike to Cali. 21st game for the Jayhawks. Super utility went 4 for 16 in 6 games against the Plainsmen this season. And he takes ball 4, a leadoff walk. Third walk for Leon tonight. And that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. It's another lefty, Jason Luke. Potentially a bunt situation for Tony. Luke looking for a sign, and Tony telling him to swing away, I believe. Luke's going to swing away and takes a fastball on the corner, and the count will start 0-1. It is 2-0 North Platte. With nobody out, Callahan on first. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Luke looking to put a ball in play here. Luke was a Pio in 2020 and led the Pios in pretty much every offensive category. Hasn't had that success quite yet this season. There's a strikeout, swing and a miss. Luke way behind on the fastball. And Leon blows it by him. That'll bring in Jackson Wall, who struck out swinging. He left the zone in the first inning. Fastball that was upstairs on a 3-2 count. Lefty to righty. Wall takes a breaking ball that tries to sneak through the back door, but misses away. 1-0. 17th game for Luke, who struck out for the 10th time this season. He's been putting the ball in play a lot, shows off spectacular speed, and has one of the best gloves in the league. 1-0 to Luke, or to Wall, my mistake. It's upstairs, 2-0. Dimensions here at Oregon Trail, 320 down the lines, 362 into the corners, and 385 in dead center field. Or the gap. Luke swings and misses at the breaking ball on 2-1. Leon looked like he surprised Luke a little bit there.
Balls, 1 strike, lefty to right. As Leon comes set with Callahan at first.
2-1. Swing and a miss, same pitch, breaking ball that started out outside and got Luke or Wall to swing and miss.
You can do it.
Deuces from Peyton Leon. He tries another breaking ball, misses away. Running the count full with Callahan, not much of a threat to Ron. He's on first, 1 away. And a full count to Jackson Wall. Connor Dowdy on deck. Full count, away, ball 4. Jackson Wall works on a full count walk. 4th walk in the 3rd inning of Leon's day. As if you're Eric Santos, you know what you're getting. He's walked now 17 hitters. First pitch to Connor Dowdy with 2 runners on. Callahan on second, Wall on first after the 2 walk. It's a breaking ball that finds the back door, 0-1. There's some lightning in Gearing. It seemed it. It's going to start raining pretty soon. There is a strike.
And some scary clouds above.
Make my day.
Rain is in the forecast. Game has to be through 5 innings for it to be official. Here in the bottom of the third. No balls and 2 strikes. Leon kicks and deals the 0-2.
Good take from Dowdy. Leon pulled the string.
2 strikes.
And a miss low.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Lefty to righty. With 1 guy in the bottom of the third.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Lefty to righty. Dowdy takes low off speed. Leon's looking to get more comfortable with that breaking ball. He threw it a couple times to Wall and, unluckily lost him. But now throwing the breaking ball a couple times to Dowdy in a 2-strike count.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Leon looks on the end. Ball stands at first. Leon stands at second.
Here's a 2-2.
2-2 pitch.
Foul ball out of play. Leon went back to the fastball there. It's been his pitch all night.
On the lefty, trying to find the second out of the inning and keep Jackson Wall and Callahan at bay. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leon comes set, gives a look at Callahan on second.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Dowdy swings and misses. Fastball that looked like it tailed a little bit. As they continue to struggle with these runners in scoring position tonight against Leon, it seems like when Leon is finding the zone, he's been almost unhittable. It's just he's found himself behind in a lot of counts. And as he works himself back into that count after starting 2-0 and firing 4 straight strikes to strike out Connor Dowdy. Here comes Enyart, who grounded out the other way to first to end the first inning with 2 runners on and 2 outs. 2-0 Plainsmen are leading this ballgame. In the bottom of the third, Enyart swings the first pitch and fouls it off.
Lightning out on left field side, so this game might be going into a delay somewhat shortly. Keep playing for the time being. No balls and 1 strike from Leon Enyart.
No balls and a strike.
The 0-1 pitch.
There's a strike. Inside, it looked a little in, and Enyart can't believe it. So instead of 1-1, it'll be 0-2 to the 17-year-old 2-way player who's 0 for 1 this evening. 2 runners in scoring position. Pios and Plainsman first of 4. Looking back on that replay, that looked way inside. So Enyart having to bear down here at an 0-2 count. Trying to cash in some of these runs. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Enyart spoils the fastball on the outside corner. Looked like it was a strike, so he'll stay alive.
Plainsmen leading this one 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Leon has the count, no balls and 2 strikes to Enyart, who has walked 2 and struck out 2 so far here in the third.
No balls and 2 strikes.
Leon gives a look on Enyart. Lefty to righty with 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. No balls and
Here's the 0-2. Enyart takes strike 3 right down Broadway. That one was no doubt about it. When we come back, it's the top of the 4th inning. Plainsmen out in front 2-0. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
5 for a game to be official.
Lightning in the horizon, top of the 4th.
Oscar Stork was 1-for-1.
Ryan Garvey still out there. It'll be Stark, Higgs, and De La Cruz. So Garvey has settled down after the first where he allowed 2 runs. He has faced the minimum in back-to-back innings thanks to some defense. And the middle of the lineup will try to attack Garvey for the second time. First pitch to Oscar Stark is low, 1-0. Stark 3 for 13 in a couple games against the Pios, and now, well, 4 for 14. Extending his hitting streak to 4 games back in the first. And there is some serious lightning. We're going to continue playing for some reason, but potentially going to go on a delay very soon. Fastball misses low, 2-0. Fans are starting to leave as we are about to go into a lightning delay.
2 balls and no strikes. Garvey to Stark.
2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 pitch.
Swung on and scurried back to the mound for Garvey, who will take the PFP. And the first man is retired.
Higgs, the lefty out of Louisiana Lafayette.
Trying to extend this game as long as possible.
Back in the top of the first against the Plainsmen, this 2-0.
As some of the fans have realized that this game will not finish. Well, they're not being very nice to us. Pios trailing 2-0. This game has to be 5 innings for it to be official, so potentially a long night if we want to keep this going and wait for the rain to pass, but most likely no. Right up the middle, base hit off second base and into center field. Base hit from Connor Higgs. He's 2 for 2. And he roped it right on the ground, off the mound, off second base.
Batting the first baseman, he's
off the top of first. Struck out looking.
Here's Angel De La Cruz, who struck out looking to end the first. Now some dust storms and some crazy wind. Fastball misses. Only in Nebraska. And wow.
We are still playing ball here. Is now
Some dust storms. It's Garvey. Garvey will step off the mound and reset.
hard to see. This wind is picking up low and birds all over the place. It's 1 ball and no strikes here to De La Cruz. I'm surprised that we are still playing with Kyle Higgs standing at first. 1 ball and no strikes. Garvey to De La Cruz for 1.
On the ground, down the left field line, foul. Hom dove for it and missed.
On the third base side, so Cal leaving out 1 ball and 1 strike.
So De La Cruz a 1-1 count. Crazy dust storms making their way to the ball field. 1-1. Serious lightning as well. I mean, I don't know how we're still playing ball right now. 1 ball, 1 strike from Garvey to De La Cruz. And it's up and away. Fastball 2-1. De La Cruz is 17 for 39 in now 11 games. As Chuck, the PA announcer, who's on PA tonight, says, "Welcome to Western Nebraska." Oh my goodness. The beer has been taken inside as Garvey misses upstairs once again. 3 balls and 1 strike. And Antonio Garcia is like, what the heck? Our catcher is having dirt come into his eyes. Why are we still playing ball? I think that's what he was trying to say. 3-1. Flying through a dirt storm. Only in Nebraska. It's a 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Runs the count full. I mean, this is crazy. The wind has completely shifted. It looks like it's 30 to 35 miles an hour blowing towards right field. Trees look like they're about to fall down. As Ryan Garvey deals a 3-2 pitch to Angel De La Cruz from the set. He delivers. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Gonna call the batter out. Drop third strike. First base was occupied. As they're going to... So, with 2 away, they're going to send the defense back in the dugout and maybe take a little delay. If there is a delay, we'll send it back to the station. Well, let's do this right now. Our special guest has come. We're still on the air, even though this game got into a delay. Let me put this in for you. As we're going to stay with you. That was loud. Let's see if we can untangle this. There you are. So live from the Logos broadcast booth, I think this is working. We're in a lightning delay and a dirt dust delay. Tom Candiotti joining us in the broadcast booth. Tom, how's it going?
Well, it's going great here, until all this rain seemed to come down.
It's kind of crazy how things just change. I'm from California, and I don't think I've ever seen weather like this. We've had a couple lightning, rain delays, but it was beautiful. It was a little bit of a gloomy night, and now we're in a delay with both teams pleading to their managers, why are we out here?
It was funny. I was just kind of around town most of the day today, and it looked like it was threatening to rain, here and there. I'm not from here. I grew up in California, Northern California, and now live in Phoenix. And we don't quite see weather that happens this quickly. So this one happened fast. Especially
not in Arizona with the dome at Chase Field. You don't ever have to deal with this. But your son Casey is back for his second year with the Pios. This is the first chance that you've gotten to see him in a Pios uniform. First time making it out to Gearing. What are your thoughts on the city so far?
Well, it was, we just he took me around a little bit this afternoon. I got in probably somewhere around, close to 12:30 or so. So we didn't have a whole lot of time before I got to the ballpark. But, we kind of went around. We had lunch, and then he took me out to is the Scott Bluff Trail or the old Oregon Trail out there. So we hiked a little bit out there and took some pictures and then kind of dropped him off at the ballpark.
Is it kind of weird seeing, because he throws a knuckleball just like you did for 16, 19 years?
Yeah, he's been really increments. It seems to get a little better, then take a step back or two, and then sometimes you got to take 2 steps back to take a step forward. So it's a very frustrating pitch, but in the end, it can pay big dividends.
So I saw this on Twitter a couple days ago. I don't know if you saw this, but Pitching Ninja, if you've heard of Pitching Ninja on Twitter,
yes.
So he tweeted this. The most times that a pitcher has struck out a batter in the last 69 seasons, but the batter reached first base. I'll read you some of these names. Phil Niekro, 73. Tim Wakefield with 52. Hoyt Willem, 39. Charlie Howe, 38. Wilbur Woods, 32. Joe Niekro, 30. And Tom Candiotti, 24. It's a pitch that doesn't get thrown much anymore, does it?
No, it doesn't. Nowadays everything is really kind of geared around velocity, and so when people are scouting guys, it's kind of been, what's the radar gun say for the most part. But then there's guys that have difficulty, maybe they can't quite make it, but they're good pitchers. Those are the guys that can make that transition from a regular pitcher into maybe a pitcher that moves up the ball.
Yeah, and is it weird at all to see your son throw it and kind of having taught him that? Is it weird at all for you to see him?
Yeah, well, it is. So the hardest thing for me, for a parent, really, is just to watch your son play, because that is just I have a difficult time with it.